to go to the one that has the smaller chunks.
Much better.
So it's like I knew all the pieces. I had 2 and 2, and I had 4, but I lost the plus sign and the equal sign. So thank you.
You're welcome.
That's useful.
It changes everything.
From now on, room 2.
From then, everything was different from evermore. Who's this with the shared screen? Let's see.
You can find shit. That's nice. I don't even look at raw videos from room 1 anymore. It's too.
Man, Demon Windu is fucking nuts.
What the hell does he? God, why is he so much?
Why is he so angry?
If he dialed it back to about 50%, it'd be a lot of fun.
Why do you respond?
I mean, I respond with a little taunting responses like, gosh, you write a lot of words. Carolyn likes him. I like Carolyn for liking Demon Windu. I don't like Demon Windu, but I like Carolyn. And I like that Carolyn likes Demon.
Sideline antagonist ever.
I mean,
oh, are you sharing your screen or something?
I'm not. Whose screen is that?
That's somebody else. It's a whole nother screen.
Maybe Demon got in here. Is that you, Demon Windu? We can't kick it.
You can't kick it?
I don't.
I have it.
It's a gamer.
Well, I mean, they're not doing
Oh, I wonder.
are they?
You know what, Zach was in here earlier doing his game thing on a shared.
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like Zach. I think that's Zach. Yeah, no, I'm not saying we should kick the person or anything. I was just saying, who is that? Because I didn't know. And I looked at the screen and I see it says game object.
Well, it's got stream. It's got Steam rather.
Main camera game object. Yeah, so it's probably Zach. Zach. Looks
like little Java. Jason.
What was the point of rooming to room 2? Moving to room 2 because room 2 has a bot, so it's being recorded. Room 1 did not have a bot, so it's not being recorded.
And it's 15-minute chunks rather than hours.
What do you think, Taylor, in particular, but anybody else want to chime in as well? What do you think about the impact of his ongoing barrage of negative comments? Do you think it hurts us at all? Do you think it helps us? Or is it a wash or what?
I think it engages a handful of people, but aside from that, it's a wash.
I think it causes a shitty mood.
I know, but you've got higher FFE than we do. And realistically, the handful of people who are interested in it are going to engage it or read it. And the rest of the people are probably just not even going to read it. I know when I go to a video,
environment is environment. The emotional environment in which people are interacting with this, I think, has an effect on people at some level, whether they consciously understand it or not.
The reason I ask is because I sort of agree with Nick.
They have to read it, though.
Right, I agree with that point as well. If they don't read it, then they don't read it. I mean, the thing is, it's like if it were. It's pretty obvious to me, and I think to most people who encounter it, that this guy's attacks are what they are, which is.
Oh, we're talking about this guy specifically?
Yeah, this guy specifically, which are.
I don't even know.
He'll find pretty good seeming attack angles. If you actually, I mostly don't read his shit, but I'll catch sentences here and there, and some of it is probably
Oh, I think it's expected. It's YouTube.
What-
Nick, what's up?
Oh, my bad. My bad. Definitely interrupted.
It seems to me that he's like, well, I don't know where I was going with that. I forget where I was going. What do you think, Taylor?
I think I don't think that his commenting or engagement or any of that has any sort of negative effect. If anything, I think it probably boosts the algorithm just via comments and thumbs. But it's personally, I find it a little bit agitating, but I think that it's not a problem as far as the channel goes or viewers. I don't think it's bothering me.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know that we were talking about that one isolated thing. I don't think that. I think that's to be expected.
Okay, but
It probably does increase
hold on.
engagement. That was a good point.
Hold on. I want to talk about something else though too, which is one thing I've learned is, and it's been a tough lesson to learn, is that generally people, this is for debate judges that are not real judges or just people in the world or whatever, there's a tendency to walk away somewhat middle ground and shit, no matter what. Now, not for me, probably not for you either, Taylor, I'm pretty sure. But there's a tendency for most people when they hear a narrative that's damning in some
Fucker,
fashion.
I can't get up in that shit. Not you guys.
Nick, hold on.
Nick, and it's certainly not you at all. No, that does not apply to you.
Yeah. So once again, I lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going.
I mean, you're talking about the middle ground and people's inclination.
Right. Oh yeah. So people, if you're encountering a damning narrative, and no matter how successful you rebut it or even turn it, that some of this stain ends up on you anyway. To a point, you can only sweep it away so much.
I don't think it gets read that much. I think that there are a handful of people who read it. I think that a lot more than anything, we've got one or two people who've got several profiles, and that's where most of his thumbs come from.
Well, Satan Lucifer and Demon Linda are obviously the same person.
Right.
And I mean, I think I can distinguish who's who, regardless of the profile.
Accounts. Courtney's got several accounts. Demon Windu has several accounts. So I think that they're getting much less attention than it would look like.
Well, I don't necessarily think they're getting. I didn't draw any conclusions about how much attention they were getting based on anything. I just was thinking. I just sort of operated an assumption that they're there, they get read some, they have some impact. It's either net positive or negative. You can sort of balance it out against other impacts and figure out whether it's actually a good or bad thing. The concern of mine would be that, but I think in the end you got to rely on discourse to do its job and to cleanse bad narratives of that sort, either by ignoring them because they lack merit to pay attention to, or by, what is this?
No idea.
How different Taylor looks 10 months ago.
Did you launch? You launched that.
Cute, adorably. That's Taylor like 10 months ago.
Will
Y'all
you
look
shut
different.
the fuck up?
Who launched that?
Nick did.
How?
I'm resourceful.
Are you sharing screen? Okay. I thought it was.
I was just stumbling through videos and I saw that and I was like,
I
wow.
know. And why did you think that we wanted to stop what we were talking about to look at that?
I don't know. I'm stoned. I was probably quite selfish. My bad.
So
My bad.
I get that there's not a lot of people and they may not be getting a lot of attention, but
I wouldn't let it go on forever.
say again?
I wouldn't let it go on forever, but I think that right now he's fine.
All right, cool.
I have been kind of really tempted to make a video calling and just call it straight the fuck out Courtney and him for having multiple accounts and pretending to be different people and giving themselves thumbs. Because the pattern is obvious as fuck. But I've resisted because I don't know what good that would do. It would just stir the pot. I know that you support it, Carolyn. You don't even have to finish that thought.
Yeah,
I think you should let it go.
I think the best thing to do is ignore it, or periodically drop an occasional "Wow, you're still talking!" exclamation point.
Yeah, I mean, I always think that people like that, if they really do continue for that long, they become kind of like a meme. They're like the only people just constantly yelling, and everybody sees it. You know, like I don't know. I wouldn't.
The pattern is too consistent, Carolyn. He instantly has 5 thumbs up forever, like right on the dot. So
yes, you know,
kind of not really.
I mean, look, his attacks are all across the board. He does nothing but attack. He does occasionally hit spots where there's vulnerability. Nobody's perfect. But in doing so, he demonstrates the fault of his ways and why you shouldn't give him any attention at all. It's because he's engaged in a pattern of reckless and pointless mudslinging.
Can you explain Demon Windu to me?
He's in the comments of the last several videos.
fuck 'em.
Do you mean explain why he's the way he is? Is that what you're asking?
No, I don't know any. I have no context on Demon Windu.
Look at some of the last videos of the last 2 or 3 days, and he's the one in the comments that's leaving these humongous comments with no capitalization in any of them.
Yeah.
That sounds like work.
I know, but it's not interrupting.
Oh, that's fair. That's why I asked.
It's actually, sorry, I'm being snarky. It's not totally at you. I'm tired.
That's cool.
He's been around before, and he got kind of chased off because he was wrong, I think. Eric called him out a bunch, and he went away, and now he's back.
He just attacks like.
He just read it. He does it in a really pretentious, annoying sort of way.
Yeah, just read it, Nick. Just read it. Go do a little research. Go on the internet and look at it instead of asking us to explain shit that you can read yourself.
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that kind of a thing.
Why? I told you it was a comment.
I mean, I think we should make a video not naming those people, but talking about the reality that happens when you're a YouTube channel and you're pissing people off. Let's do it right now, or I'm gonna do it. And you can chime in as much as you want, or let me know if you want to chime in more or whatever. I got some ideas here.
All right. Now,
hi everybody. It's host Eric here. It's host Taylor and Carolyn and Nick and everybody, Shane and INFT and I think that's X. I think Lightbulb's still here, although you can't see her name. There she is. And there's a Blanky who I don't know who that is. Okay. I want to talk about the reality that sometimes if you're a YouTube channel, you get people leave some mean comments for your YouTube channel. And then you feel very sad. But the point is, shit happens like that. So, first of all, I want to encourage the mean YouTube commenters. The best way to hurt my feelings is to really comment the shit out of this video right here. Okay, you're gonna really explain to me why this really shows what a terrible guy I am.
Oh, you did the PSA thingy?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Nick, will you shut the fuck up? I have never. There's never been.
Fucking Tourette's, man. Tourette's.
Take two.
What? I know, but this is part of take one. There has never been a human being before, and I hope to God there will never be a human being since that I have said "shut the fuck up" to as many times as I have said it to Nick. I must have said, "Nick, will you please shut the fuck up?" 500 times since I've met this man.
He's a debate coach. He works with kids constantly in middle school.
Oh my god.
That's the test group.
That's like worst timing.
Anyhow, as I was saying, The commenters are much not as cool as me.